It's called Opkishe. Opkishe means black rock. I work in the blasting crew. I work on his powder truck here. We do the blasting to get to the coal to, make money. The American dream, that's part of the money that it takes to achieve that goal. Today, we live on an island of 2.5 million acres, 10,000 crows. We've adapted, we've adjusted. It created jobs for us, created income for the tribe.
All districts are welcome. It's sponsored by Waiona District. Eagle Strada.
During the hand game season in April, we prepare ourselves as men and as women and as clan members to represent our district to the fullest that we can. And we represent our families, we represent our clans, we represent our mothers and fathers and grandfathers.
During the week, I'm shirt and tie, 9 to 5, and I live in the white man's world, so to say. And so on the weekends, on something like this, I can shed my my suit and tie, and I can once again be what I am, a Native American. Right now, we've got hand games. Okay, as soon as these are done, then we'll be going into what we call the arrow tournaments. And after that, we've got 4th of July celebration, Lodge Grass, and we got Crow Fair right here, 3rd weekend in August. And then we come right around again to hand games. I like to stop here because they get full service here and check my oil and all that too. See, back then, we're talking about 100, 200 years ago, wealth was measured by how many horses you had. Like for instance, if you had 1,000 head of horses or more in the Crow way of life, you were considered a millionaire in the white man's terms. You were considered rich. Whereas if you didn't have a horse or you only had a couple head, you were considered the poorest of the poor. The actor, the one that did Dances with Wolves, what was his name, Costner? He lives out here somewhere, he's got a place.
I've been downhearted, baby, ever since the day we met.
Before I got involved in hand game from my own personal experience, I was, quote, lost. I was aimless. I was doing a lot of alcohol, I had time on my hand. And then I found something, I got involved in hand game. So I forgot all about drinking and alcohol, and I got into taking pride in hand game and arrows, and I want to win that way, and I want to win it for my district. And I haven't touched alcohol or drugs in maybe, it's been a good 10 years.
Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show. Better get ready now, go cat, go panda.
The 6 districts on the reservation, they invite one another. When the sun goes down, they go into those little halls and start playing hand game. That went on for years and years and years. And we had a little meeting one evening, and by God, I've been watching these basketball tournaments and all that stuff, and it got into my mind. Hey, I said, I got an idea. Why don't we start a little tournament?
medicine man, he is the team captain. And he is the one who, when he makes medicine, he makes medicine and he tries to fool the guessers. He looks over his charges and he'll say, I wonder, I think I'll give it to this guy, I'll give it to that woman. They seem like they got the best luck. When you take the elk tooth and you go like this, see you make the motion, you try to confuse the guesser, and he's watching your hands usually, and if you usually put it up here, he thinks, well, you're gonna put it down to your other hand or bring it back up, so you're trying to fool him, and then when you finally go like that, then you bring it out like that, and he's guessing you, and sometimes he'll say, go like that, which means put it together again, so you're in effect trying to fool him again, so you bring it back out here, and he figures, hey, he's trying to fool me. I'll go this way. Hopefully you go like that, because it's over here. Because the objective is to score as many points as we can and win all 14 sticks so that we can collect our bet.
It's a scientific game. You take those people who guess, who make those motions. They imitate an elk, maybe a buffalo or a bear or a coyote or bird of some kind. They buy those ways. You know, a guesser cannot guess unless he buy one from somebody, one of his uncles. Okay, a young man who wants to be a guesser or a medicine man, he has to go and ask one of his uncles. They probably have a sweat, and they'll have a big feast for that man. Then they'll give him 4 things, 4 good things. Then the man would accept that. Once you accept that, you give him your way, how to motion. That man would tell that boy, you do this, you do this. It's been handled down for years and years and years. We just don't get in there and play.
Once again, proprietor, this Avalon Plains Brothers. For another point in our 8-6 proprietor.
Crow Indian likes to gamble. You see those ladies up there, they bet $50, $100, and they like that, you know. You might lose today, maybe tomorrow you might be real hot. We believe that if you don't have nothing, you're going to be in bad luck.
There's 9 teams on the tournament this year, and what it comes down to is that it's a double elimination. So if we win, it's completely over, and we're the champs. If we lose, we have to play another.
Their medicine man going to do everything in his power to try and get the best hiders. My style, I try to hypnotize him. That's the way I do.
Our game is very aggressive, and yet it's very complicated, and you got to have a lot of patience and a lot of endurance.
The story goes that there were two men that were on horseback. They were going and they heard some singing. Hey, hey, ho, hey, ha, hey, ho, hey. They were ghosts gambling for people's, the departed, their souls. So they said, we're going to give this to you. This is a gambling game. So they gave it to these two Crow warriors. And these two Crow warriors then taught it to the other men of the tribe. These ghosts gave the game of hand game to the Crow. There is a contention that if there is too much hand game being played on the reservation to an excess, there's a saying that the people that are sick or that are about to die will be called home, and because you find that if there's too much hand game being played on the reservation, people start dying. So we don't play it to excess. We don't abuse it. Ho, hey, he, ha, ho, hey, he, ha, ho, hey, he, ha, ho.